Testing. Is it picking up the audio? Hello, testing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back from your break. I saw a number of you walk around and stretch your legs, so that's great. Now, I would like you all have a sticker, right? I would like you to group yourself according to the color of your sticker, okay? When I say fluffy kittens, you're gonna grab your stuff and you're gonna run to your group. 1, 2, fluffy kittens. Now the yellow team, you're 1 member short because I think one of our participants has gone to prayer. So she'll be back from praying, okay? And then she'll join you shortly. Thank you, MJ.
Yes, oh, thank you.
Okay. Okay, now, what I would like you to do is I would like everybody to close your eyes. Shut those eyelids, that's right. Okay, now, you hear a tinkling sound. You smell something unfamiliar. It smells metallic, but you're not quite sure. You hear unfamiliar sounds around you, clicking, whirring, the sound of bustling crowds. Now open your eyes. Oh, there's a blinding light. As your eyes readjust, you look around and you realize this is an unfamiliar place. I don't know where I am. You look beside you and you realize, thank God, at least my friends are here with me. One of you is brave enough to tap a passerby and ask them, where am I? What year is it? And they tell you, 2050, of course, and they walk on. 2050, you ask yourselves, how did I get here? You see a group of people shouting. They seem really upset. So you decide to move a little closer, just to listen and to find out, what are they so upset about? They seem to be grumbling about a problem that everyone in this era seems to be facing. You listen and you realize, I know how to solve this problem. I have the solution. I know exactly what to do. And you start to discuss with your friends. You have the business idea that will be the next big hit of 2050. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to, before that, can you take a piece of paper? Just 1 piece of paper per group. I would like you to fold that paper in half, vertically or horizontally, it doesn't matter. Now, on that piece of paper, you are going to write the business ideas for a product or a service for the year 2050. Okay, you must remember that's the focus, 2050. Now, you will have 3 minutes on the first side of the paper to write the best business ideas you have for either a product or a service. Any questions?
It can be, sorry.
Yes.
It can be any service, right?
Any product or any service for the year 2050. Okay, you're solving a problem, an imaginary problem. So that's for you to decide because we don't know what the problem is. Yes? On the, yeah, it doesn't matter, just one side. Any other questions? Great questions, guys. Keep them coming if you have any other clarities. Yes?
What are the parameters of this big hit we need to do?
Best business idea for the year 2050.
Just the idea.
That's it. Business idea for either a product or a service. Write as many as you can in 3 minutes. Any other questions? All right, you have 3 minutes starting now.
So it's 18. And you see there's a metal smell here. So I could see that here there's something is pressure.
Maybe because we can pollution. I don't know, to environmental friendly.
Or more to solve the problems of the world.
So they have the physical world and they have the AI world, and there's like a device where you like this something of some sort, like you know how people create VR and they're going into the AI world, but now it's like they interact like immediately, and you get to make like your own avatar profile.
So it's like the digital world in the real world.
Yeah. So like there's the real world, but there's a separate universe.
It's like Free Guy in real life.
Oh,
You guys watch Free
okay,
Guy?
okay.
Free Guy in real life.
I watched that anime, but it's pretty
We've got to write our ideas down, as many as you can.
Okay, okay.
Okay? Best business ideas.
So we have a
Write as many ideas as you
Oh,
can.
as many
As many ideas as you can.
It can be many
Anything, different products and services. Yep.
Can of fresh air. So by
Various products and services, as many as you can.
They were in a movie as well. I watched it before. Where fresh air is expensive.
Don't worry about overthinking it, just put it down and then we can work on the list later. Don't overthink it, just put it down. Just whatever ideas that come.
So you put it under your, it's like facial.
You have about a minute left, you guys.
Instead of the steam, it removes all the pus from your face as well.
Like
So
scanning.
yeah, scan it. That's like toothpaste coming out of your face. I always wanted to do that, but
Is the music inspiring
Yes,
you?
it is.
Fantastic.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
You always make a new trilogy after a few
Correct.
long years. So 2050 is a perfect
More
year.
ideas, great. I'm liking the list.
flying cars. What else? Teleportation.
okay. Then robots, or like
Yeah, because if eventually no one wants kids.
Of the idea, Pokemon Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
2050
Okay.
we have real life Pokemon. Yes. 2050 we have real life Pokemon. We'll need to take
The
care of it.
hybrid.
Smaller. What they call shrinking.
The ideas are so different. Okay, guys, let's finish up our last idea and find a place to pause. Just write that last idea down and find a place to pause. I've heard some pretty amazing ideas. I think this is going to be good. Now, what I would like you to do is I would like you to turn the paper to the other side.
Okay, hold on. What? Sorry?
Turn the paper to the other side. And on this side of the paper, okay, so the other side, that means not the same side, yeah? You have to write on two separate pieces. You are going to write the worst business ideas of 2050. Either a product or a service, just terrible, terrible ideas. Okay, the absolute worst. Are there any questions? Ready? You have 3 minutes to do this. Write as many terrible ideas as you can. Go.
Okay, so our men. What else?
Single like pod, right? So like
Pod, like pod, like
Oh, single pod. Yeah.
Like the port hotel in
Yeah,
So
but
usually you eat.
yeah.
This is in the year 2050, yeah? Just keep that in mind. Okay.
Okay.
So
And
sanitary.
it's still divided because people have no money. Hong Kong has that. I watched the documentary.
Okay.
Alright, here's of that. Imagine first class, business class, economy class, and economy class.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Right?
So
And
we're
then-
gonna like level
Yeah,
up,
we'll
right?
we'll have
It's like
yeah.
caste system in the
And
modern
then-
world.
yeah, we
Right,
can
it's like
expand on
we
that.
offer really cheap prices, especially for those who can't afford economy class. And now they can travel too.
It's all right. Now, we've grouped ourselves according to the color of our stickers. So you're yellow, which means you're over here. Okay? Ladies, can we explain to Jana what the instructions are and what we're doing?
We have to list now.
Econ economy class.
Yes. Yeah, 2050.
2050 in the future. So,
That means anything that you don't like it now.
yeah, all the inventions that are useful. And
For the future, yeah, 2050.
2050.
Economic class, you can
we don't want more plastic.
standing seat. Need more space to put.
Like a bus. Everyone.
It can be a product or a service. Okay?
Yeah.
Can be a product or a service, okay? Just reminding you.
Okay, let's think about.
I think we can come up with more. Don't overthink. Yeah, just put it down. Just as many as you can. If you think it's a terrible idea, you put it down there.
I love it. Okay.
Recycle toothpaste.
Nice. Yeah. That's good. That's good. You have about a minute left. They've got some pretty terrible ideas over there. Let's see how you ladies are doing.
It's like things that we don't want in the future.
Yeah, so it needs to be products or services that are terrible ideas.
What is it?
Body massage.
I don't like body massage. I like body massage.
Oh, really? Snail mail.
Oh my god! Burger Square. Yes, I love it. I'm sorry, it's not original, but I like the idea.
Burgers?
I'll tell you where I heard it from. Like,
Burger squared.
Oh, Burger Square.
yeah, I'll pitch it later if you want to
Okay.
know.
What about photos like have overpopulation?
We have about 10 seconds left.
Can we just teleport?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish writing our last terrible business idea for the year 2050. That's a truly awful list you have there. All right, last one, and then let's find a place to pause. Okay?
We have like
Last one?
A5 standard.
Are you on your last one? Is that done? All right, they're done with their list. Are you done with your list?
Yes, we're done.
Fantastic. Now, what I would like you to do is I would like you to take that piece of paper and I would like you to tear it in half. So you are separating the two lists. Can we separate the two lists? All right, tear it in half and separate the two lists.
We read it in front of you.
Oh, yeah, we're fine about it.
Okay.
We did not listen to our instructions.
Yes. All right.
I could write pretty quick.
Okay. So can you? We'll do it next. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. We can make it work. We can make it work. All right. Now, what I would like you to do, your best business ideas. Can you take your best business ideas list up? Can you crush it into a ball? So you're gonna have to scratch it all off. Just scratch off all your fantastic business ideas. We are not using them today. Into a ball, crush it into a ball and pass it to me.
Oh, I am.
Crush it into a ball and pass it. That's right. Thank you. We are not going to be using this today. No, scratch more. It's got to be unintelligible. Yeah, go ham.
I still can see.
You gotta black them out.
All right.
Take marker.
Now, I would like you to discuss with your group and pick out the 3 best, worst business ideas. So of your worst list, pick the best 3.
Okay, we gotta pick the best 3.
Okay, pick the best 3 of your worst. You have 1 minute to do this. Go.
I don't like fans.
I don't like iron.
I love it.
We want fans. We want this.
Yeah.
So this is the best worst one. Because this is your worst list, right? So the best one.
Horrible one.
Oh, the worst of all. Okay.
Something that everyone.
3, yeah? Top 3.
We need to pick 3. So we can take this one, and that one.
Wait, what are you pointing at?
So the human meat.
Human
Can you
meat.
indicate it? So either circle or maybe tick it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we know which one you've picked.
Yeah. It's more comfy.
Got it.
Done. Excellent.
We're gonna ask people to do.
So
And then after that,
this one,
Toothpaste.
Yes,
recycle
that's
one.
right, that's right. Okay.
and then
And then
there's the standing
the
people who are
standing.
flying.
That everyone can fly.
Econ class.
Yeah, econ.
Okay. Excellent. All right, now that we are all done, I would like you to exchange your business ideas.
Embarrassing. I think ours is really
I hope you can read the.
If you don't understand, you ask us.
Yep, there will be time for that. All right, now, from those three, I know, we're just judging everybody else's list. Okay, so from those three that have been selected, your team is going to pick one. So you are picking it from the new list that you have. You are going to pick one business. Out of those three, you're going to pick one business idea that you will be creating for the year 2050. That idea is going to be the next big hit of 2050. All right? Now, let them pick first.
Can we clarify?
You can clarify, of course. You can clarify it with the other team.
So
Cannibalism when people die.
Okay, so here's how I pitch it. Here's how I pitch it. You have heard of Beyond Meat, where no animals get killed because we're making meat out of plant-based.
Yeah.
But this is Beyond Vegetable, where both meat, animal meat, and vegetable and trees will not get harmed because the meat is made out of human products.
Yeah, so like when you pass away, they
Good Lord. That's dark. I love it.
when humans die,
I love it.
process it so that we don't harm anybody. Because
Exactly,
everyone will be
right.
fighting, why you eat meat, why
No
you eat
wastage.
pork, why you don't?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
We waste our
It's called Beyond Vegetable.
Yeah.
Beyond Veg.
Economy means
Did you guys know that we're supposed to sabotage or something?
How does this supposed to mean?
Also,
Recycle
you
toothpaste.
recycle the toothpaste.
And mouthwash.
Spit it out and then use it back.
Yeah. You know how expensive toothpaste and mouthwash is?
Yeah.
And basically, you know how too much of toothpaste and mouthwash often, used when you don't need so much. Right, so that goes all the drain and waste. So why not?
So
reduce
remember,
it?
this is going to be a product or a service, okay?
Because toothpaste is, chemical waste, so we want to save environment, so recycle toothpaste.
Which one?
All right, so do you need any clarity from them on their ideas? Yeah.
What iron?
Okay.
They can ban vanilla about this, so yeah.
I got ideas for iron.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cigarettes and vapes and this
You picked yours?
Iron plastic is already very overrated already.
Okay, so you've picked yours? Okay. So that's going to either be a product or a service, okay? You can decide if you want it to be a product or a service.
Iron.
Okay.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Okay.
Why? What? Economic class.
Okay. So imagine you want to take a flight to somewhere and you
One more minute to decide.
You got business class, and you got economy class. Get it? All right. Now you'll be imaginative with whatever.
Thank you, Charles.
Economic class.
In the airplane.
Yes. Explain. Sorry.
Iron that can change shape and sizes and can iron everything. Because now we have iron clothes, iron.
All right, have we selected our big hit idea for 2050? Ladies, yes, we're done. Group pink, are we done? Okay, now, this is your coursework, okay? So this is your coursework. You are going to come up again with the best business idea. This is your big hit of 2050, okay? At the end of this coursework, you will have a 3-minute long presentation to present to us and to your teammates, well, to the other group, your big hit of 2050, okay? So let me take you through the criteria for success. Now, it is very important for you to decide at the beginning whether your idea is going to be a product or a service, okay? So if it is a product, then you will need to build a prototype. Okay, so a demo model or a prototype of some sort to show us how this product can be used. Now, the criteria for success is that the product needs to be sturdy. So if you have something with a handle, don't pick it up and then the thing detaches from itself. Not very good, okay? It needs to perform the functions that you say it does, all right? Does it solve a problem or serve people? How does this product, so this will come in your presentation, how does your product serve people or solve a problem that the people in 2050 are experiencing? All right? Justification as to why you think this will be the next big hit in 2050. All right? Now, you will also be graded on whether your presentation is fun and engaging. Any questions so far? Yes, Charles.
Everybody in the team have to present? Or
Yes.
just one person? Okay, everybody. Got it.
Okay, so it will be a team effort from start to finish. Now, for service, you will have to do a demonstration. Okay, so you will have to demonstrate how your service works. It needs to be a clear process with, probably a flow chart of some sort, just an idea of how your service will function from start to finish. Okay, does it create an experience? How does your service create an experience for the consumer? Does it solve a problem or serve people? How is this going to fix a problem that people in 2050 are experiencing? You will also need to justify to us in your presentation why this idea is going to, your service is going to be the next big hit of 2050. And of course, if your presentation is fun and engaging, more points to you. Any questions so far? Okay, so the most important thing first, now you would have to decide, when we give you time to discuss, whether you are going to make it a product or a service. Okay? Now, there is a twist. Each of you currently are acting as students, right? So this is your coursework. Now, because we said Module 7C is a culmination of all the skills and keys to success that you have learned from Module 7A and B and Module 8, each one of you will get the opportunity to be a teacher facilitator, which we love at ACE, okay? Let me tell you how this works. So for the first 10 minutes, you will stay at your own team tables and you will discuss and come up with the idea for your coursework, okay? So this is your brainstorming session where you come up with the ideas, come up with a plan of how you're going to go about this coursework. After 10 minutes is over, we will go into the second phase where you will have 5 minutes to explain to them what your idea is. It's the same thing our students do, right? We get them to brainstorm and then they come to us and we'll vet through their idea, listen to them, present it, and then tell them what we think works and what doesn't, just to get an idea of what they want to do and whether it's manageable or not, okay? So 5 minutes, you will present it to them, and then another 5 minutes for you to present your coursework plan to them. Everybody following me so far? All right. Then you will go back, you are in your groups, and for the first 10 minutes, facilitator number 1, can you check your tag? Who's number 1? Excellent. So number 1, you will swap groups. Now when you swap and go to a group that is not your own, your role is a teacher facilitator. You will be using all these keys to success to coach and to guide and to facilitate this team to success. Remember to use as many skills as you can. All right? Try it out and then make any observations that you have. You can make mental notes of that. Any questions so far? Okay, so 10 minutes. You will get 10 minutes with your other team, and then you will return. We will give you a cue. You will return to your team and continue working as a student. And then facilitator number 2, can I see facilitator number 2? All right, so number 2, you will swap over and act as a teacher facilitator for 10 minutes, and then you will return to your seat, to your team. And then facilitator number 3, and then Charles, since you are the only facilitator number 4, you will coach them, and they will get that time to work on their stuff. Yes?
I understand that you have to be the facilitator, but
Yes.
does that mean they take whatever the previous facilitator's feedback
Yes.
and upgrade their work so they have to present it to the new facilitator?
It's not about presentation. So while they're working on it, if you feel there is anything that you feel as a facilitator you need to step in, or as a teacher facilitator you need to step in and guide them, then that is where your cue would come in.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So don't worry about re-explaining everything you're doing. Keep the process flowing. The facilitators will pick up on what you're doing, and then it's exactly how we do when we are in classes. Great question, Charles. Any other questions? Do clarify now if you feel like there's anything that you're unclear with. Yes, Charles?
If the previous facilitator guide them and provide
Yep.
all the feedback, and then let's say the next facilitator comes in, is it okay if they would ask the team, okay, what did the previous facilitator say?
Sure.
And if they can explain, and this is what they're going to do now, and if it's all good, you just say, all right, cool, carry on.
You can do that. If that is your style of facilitation, you are allowed to do that. A word of caution, you are not supposed to give ideas. Okay? Because as teachers, remember, facilitators are supposed to draw it out of the students, out of our learners. So we limit our input as much as possible. Do not give new ideas. Ask, don't, where's ask, don't tell? Ask, don't tell. Okay? Ask, don't tell. Module 7B, is it? It was in the slides actually. Okay? So ask, don't tell, chunk any instructions that you have down. These are all the skills that you have. So if you feel comfortable, please take your handouts and your notes, any notes that you've been making from today's, take it with you. So if you feel like you're doing a little too much, you can always take a step back, check in with yourself, and see if you are being the best teacher facilitator you can be. Are we okay? Yes. Are we ready to do this? Ready. All right. So at the end, after all the facilitators are done, the last 10 minutes you will have to work with your team. Come back together, right? And you're on your own. You're going to be working with your team, prep for your presentation and so you can start practicing your presentation, get up and move about and do it. If you have any questions, I'm going to be right here with you. Just always feel free to check in. Are we ready? Yes. Let's do this. All right. Yes, Jana. Okay, so you can use, thank you for asking that, you can use any of the material that has been provided on the table. Okay, so the model, you will have to build a prototype. If you need additional material, we've got a box of material there, just ask and it shall be granted. Okay. All right, let's do this, you guys.
And we use the same thing to emergency.
First 10 minutes.
No, it's the idea. Iron also like you think. Tackling iron is also iron.
No, I'm trying to imagine how that looks.
Iron can be an element as well, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that as a...
No, because just now I asked them, they say it's the iron.
Yeah,
so it's the actual ironing.
so I'm assuming it's that kind of device that looks like
Yeah, so if like a tree in
Are you already building it? Okay, just, okay.
And then it
It's
doesn't
kinesthetic.
necessarily have to become that device. It could be a portable iron.
Yes.
Like this.
And
So
then it
for
becomes
example, if there's 3 attachments, right? So the first attachment, it could be some sort like this. You know how the gap curling iron is?
Yeah.
So if you remove that first attachment, the attachment is you increase the heat, is the iron coats. You attach it back and you spit it out. So
What was the idea that you ladies picked?
This one.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah, we're gonna maybe this one recycle toothpaste. So there's a machine. So you spit in there, and then it will
just recycle
into a new one, and then put inside a new tube. When it's full, then it's like a whole new toothpaste. Yes.
So are you selling the product or the
Yes,
service? The product, okay.
The machine thing.
Yes, and to make it even smarter, because I think this one people will use more than mouthwash. Not everybody uses
Not everybody use mouthwash.
but we can also make it in such a way that it can cater both. Like this, the machine is smart enough to identify whether it's a mouthwash.
Oh, okay.
Because I think after new information,
Can, got it, thanks.
if you have grapes in your fridge, then put grapes in it, it will become nice.
Maybe it's my blazer.
It out and it becomes a face mask, and you can put it
Okay, then we can
So
combine
it's
with
something like
idea.
that, yeah. So recycled toothpaste.
And it's like a chlorine-free thing.
Chlorine.
Remember that they have one chemical inside the toothpaste.
It has fluoride.
Fluoride.
It has mint.
Sulfur dioxide.
You can use your phones to find information if you want. Yeah. Don't be afraid to use your devices to do any additional.
This one can use for hair curling.
Hair curling, and then there's a clip that you can flip it to straighten your hair, and then you can open it and keep it, slot it back in, and then you could iron the clothes, and then something that come out from here that becomes the plate for.
Yeah, like an iron plate. Like you
Yeah.
said.
Iron plates.
Yeah, so it's a 3-in-1 iron.
Okay.
So we're going to cook with it as well.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Okay. You can research. Just want to let you know, you can find any, if you want specific terms or like, names of metals, that kind of stuff, then you can do that. You don't have to start working on it yet. Don't worry, you've got time. This is just coming up with the plan. So you also have to tell us, like, kind of what we do with our students, right? So who's going to do what? What are you going to start with? What's the first thing y'all are going to do together? And then, because you're going to have to explain it to the other group, right? Okay. So just come up with the game plan first.
I think I can write out the function.
And it clean.
Clean.
Okay, so let's talk about the machine, okay? Let's talk talk about the machine.
Machine is
The customer
portable.
table.
If you can draw a prototype or something, it will be easier for you to explain it to them. Okay, so this is the part where you
Who
just,
knows how to draw? I don't know how to draw. Let's ask like
just a rough sketch would do actually. Yeah. Because you're not really sure what it's going to look like until you start building it.
is it chargeable? Can we charge it?
Let's say if it doesn't last long,
And last for
Could you explain customizable flavor to me?
customer flavor means if you want your toothpaste to be strawberry flavor or lemon, you can add in to that machine so it can make.
Okay, so does this mean that you are recycling your own toothpaste to
Yes.
be used?
Yes.
So you're selling the machine
Yes.
that does that.
selling the machine. The machine that filters
Either
your
the
used
mouthwash
toothbrush or mouthwash, toothpaste or mouthwash.
Okay.
And it comes out new.
So where did they buy the toothpaste, the original tube of toothpaste from?
The original toothpaste, it can be anything. They can buy from.
can be, yeah.
It can be
So
any.
then
It can be any.
what stops them from going to the store and just buying new toothpaste instead of recycling their toothpaste?
Very good point.
Because if they go to the toothpaste, okay, one toothpaste.
Think about it, discuss it. Yeah. I'm just posing questions for you to think about because those are questions that consumers would ask.
Okay.
Yep.
Flatten it, you can place it flat on the ground, I mean on the table, and it becomes a cooking grill pan. Yeah.
Okay.
You know. And
Are there any
What's the
safety
ideal-
features that you're attaching to this?
Yeah, I think we are still discussing.
Okay.
one and a half
Yeah,
year
just
lah.
putting ideas out there for you all to consider because as a consumer, we'd want to know how safe this is and what's the power usage
the
like.
watt,
Yeah, because I think each of these things have different outputs.
Okay.
Yeah, necessities.
Trying to arrange my thoughts here. So we have
Like a funnel, isn't it?
so maybe from this we have to make it that the what do you call that, the bowl that collects those
The big plate of iron that's what it is, where you click a push button and it will come out, and there's an iron plate. You know how like things come out from here and you push it back like this?
You need to add under share, there is only copy link and embed playlist like the website.
I don't know, because in my mind, if it's too big, it could be an disadvantage if it's too huge as well. Because like if you want to cap it, there's an attachment or there's something that could roll out, so you can like, yep. What's cap in English?
Click it. Click it. Oh,
Like the thingy, and then I mean you can either keep it or you can either take
To
out
grab,
the
to
attachment.
hold. So what about men who have short hair, for example, who don't need a hair straightener?
they can see use for other stuff.
Hairstyling.
Okay.
Like men, I don't know if men use it, but sometimes guys use it for style their hair as well.
Some
I mean, and what kind of market are we?
Yep.
You can say what kind of market, maybe the female market, which age to which age.
Can I borrow your?
So let me just put it back to the previous slide. So that's your criteria for success, okay? So just keep in mind that you need to hit the criteria for success.
No, cannot accumulate rather than because really what?
kan. So after each spit
And we have to
process,
remember, what about the excess water? Yang dirt semua tu keluar kat mana?
there will be a filtering system here, so it will be a filtering system, and then which will separate the liquid from the what do you call that?
Fluoride.
Then
The foam?
yeah. This macam substance.
Straightener.
Toothpaste substance.
Creamy foam substance.
A pan for grilling.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, if it's
It's supposed to be metal.
Yeah, got it. But then if it's a straightener, then it has to be smaller though. You know how portable irons, they're tiny ones. I think if the blade metal could be smaller, it's okay as well because portable iron.
One, you spit once in the morning, for example. That's not a lot. What if it just straight away goes into the tube and stores it there? Is that possible?
Does this work for foamless toothpaste as well? Because there are some toothpaste that are not as foamy as other toothpaste.
Like the organic.
Correct.
But I don't think it's based on, in my opinion, for this machine, I don't think it's just based on the foam. It's
it's
the content
Okay.
itself.
Okay.
It's been spit out.
Yeah,
so that
whatever
will-
Okay.
it can be.
Fantastic. Very good. You've thought of everything then.
Hardly lah.
But you can use
But
your
this is 2050 though, right?
Yeah.
2050 guys might like longer hair.
Hmm?
Guys, you know, like what
Very
start-
good
start
observation.
curly.
Nice.
Clothes.
Yeah, but you know, like back in the day, those like 70s, 80s guys had really long hair, like the Bee Gees and all that. Then in 2050, maybe that trend might come back.
Okay, so what is the problem you're trying to solve here?
Target.
traveling. When you want to travel somewhere, you don't want to bring a lot of stuff.
Okay, so then you can perhaps set context of what type of society 2050 is, because that would help. So how much are they traveling? Why are they traveling so much? What's going on in 2050 that people need portable irons? Yeah. Okay, so what type of world are you catering
People no
to?
longer have to go inside the office to work.
Dang.
Because now people are fighting to work remotely, half-half, right?
So then how would a
everyone-
portable iron fit into that scenario?
2050.
Okay guys, your 10 minutes for discussion is up. Let's find a place to pause. Darling?
Sorry. What?
Did you say darling?
No.
Starling. Did you just call Charles darling? What's going on there? All right, okay, now you have 5 minutes to explain to your teacher facilitator group, right, what your idea is, what your plan is, what's the context, what type of problem you're trying to solve. The most important thing, okay, as teacher facilitators is to check whether your students or the learners that you're coaching, are they meeting the criteria for success? Okay, so as they present to you, that's something you need to keep in mind. Ask questions to gain clarity, and if you need to, when you're facilitating, push them. Remember, we love pushing our students' capacities and creativity. We love pushing within the parameters that have been set. So push them to get maximum. It's okay if you don't finish your coursework, right? The focus of today's module is the facilitation session. So we don't want you to get too hung up on actually doing the work, but more on focusing as yourself as a teacher facilitator. How are you using the maximum number of skills when you facilitate that group? Are we okay? Yep. Any questions so far? We're good. Excellent. So you have 5 minutes to share your idea with your teacher facilitator group. Which group would like to share first? No, the entire group will be sharing with the other group. Yeah, so this is where you give each other clarity, so at least your teacher facilitators will understand what you're trying to achieve, and then they will know as a group how to push you. Okay. Group yellow, would you like to go first? All right, okay. So would you like to move over to group pink? So they will, yeah. All right, so group yellow is coming over to share. You have 5 minutes, and we'll tell you when it's time to switch.
Hi.
For just to clarify things first. And then you have to clarify to us your idea.
Oh,
And then we switch to the
okay,
teacher
okay.
facilitator.
Yeah, cool.
Alright? So we chose the recycled toothpaste and mouthwash.
Okay.
Alright?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good choice, yes.
So as you can see our beautiful prototype there of the drawing. Just sketch first. You will be able to spit inside that beautiful cup, and then there's this amazing machine that will filter. In progress. That will filter and add in more content like fluoride or anything. Then it will come out on this side, create a whole new toothpaste for you, or mouthwash. So it can work with both. Okay, so yeah, that's what.
Liquid or solid.
Yes. This
That's a
device
magic
is smart
machine.
enough to
Yes.
identify. So this is a custom tailored cup that match with the device. And the best part is you can also, the idea is you can add more ingredients to it from your
Yes, to
fridge.
make it
If you like
Right.
orange, you can put
Yeah.
orange in it.
Yeah.
We're
your
still
own
thinking
flavor.
on how to start
Yeah.
at the first place. Do you have to buy a starter kit or something like that?
Yeah.
And how do we make it how do we stop people from buying the
From
other
they just keep on buying. So this is much more safe and
Yes.
environmental friendly. It's portable. You can charge it, and it's self-cleaning.
I didn't know that. That's new. Yeah. So that's our
Yes,
idea.
that's our idea.
So the machine actually does a filtering
Yes.
And
and
extraction.
Extraction, yes.
So technically, it doesn't have to be just whatever people use. I mean, they use toothpaste and mouthwash. Like I could literally throw any liquid in there. And pee.
Well, if you want pee in yours,
It can only detect certain chemical.
No, but in the end, it's still extracting the thing we want, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I could literally.
and it can add in. So if it's
I
like,
see.
it goes in, like, oh no, your fluoride level is low, it can add in, and add more fluoride into your instead, yeah.
Buy an app.
Buy an app. Cool.
And we have an app. When did we decide?
It's still the thinking is still going on.
Okay, so that's for Mars.
Nice, nice.
What about your group?
Wait, do you have any questions to clarify? Anything that you feel, have they pushed their creativity and capacity to the maximum limit?
How much would you cost?
No, I haven't thought about that yet.
Yeah, we're
We are thinking of how to stop people from buying the ordinary
Yeah.
toothpaste. If they can use other things to buy this, maybe plastic cups
Instead of cash,
or
we're using something.
hair.
Will you be providing your own toothpaste as well, along with this
Yes.
machine?
Yeah, we are thinking of a starter kit to begin with, and we are
They can
making
recycle
it,
the same starter
It's nice.
and you can also buy your own toothpaste.
yeah, you
Toothbrush as
can.
well?
That one
Yeah,
is
we're
if
thinking
you pay some amount, it will give you free.
You
can
buy
match
it in
your-
full amount, not deposit.
If you have your own preference from other brands, go for it. We don't mind about the brush. It's the paste that we care about.
Yeah.
So this company can kill two birds in one stone, like literally. You
Wow.
kill other company like toothpaste company, you don't need any more toothpaste. You don't need no wash.
company.
They're gonna come after us.
Yeah.
Now I'm just curious. Did like 9 out of 10 dentists approve of this?
Probably the one dentist.
No more than this in the year 2050.
How are you gonna deal with killing all the bacteria and viruses? So if like I have COVID and then I spit,
Oh, good question. But
using
thought
the
about that.
COVID toothpaste,
Yeah.
or
Maybe COVID's gone already. Right?
Oh yeah.
maybe a new virus.
So something for you to think about.
I'm not talking about COVID-19. I'm talking about COVID-50.
Evolution, we might put an antiviral
Yeah, in there.
function in it.
Nice.
So
But-
that you can
but-
kill bacteria.
But the thing is about COVID, you just spit in there, it's gonna be your own. So
So it's
Also, we
like,
recycle-
just
Recycle
recycle
the
it.
COVID.
The
But
virus.
do you start off with the starter? I mean, there's a starter toothpaste, right? Is there starter toothpaste recycled toothpaste already, or brand new toothpaste?
a brand
new, yes, brand new.
Right, right. So from that one, we recycle it.
yeah.
Yes.
But if you use like Colgate ones and then you want to use the machine, it's also fine. Acceptable.
Still can discuss on that.
Okay.
Right, right.
All right. Have we asked all the questions we think we need? Okay, so you have the general. Yes, of course.
How do I
Sure.
know that it is new toothpaste instead of recycled toothpaste that you're providing?
There's a serial number on it.
Yeah. Like I said, download the app.
What about servicing? What about servicing? Like halfway through it clogged.
It's like
and then you
COVID, you
service
know?
properly.
Every
We
month.
can link it to the dentist. if
And the
want
you know, it's
further
like COVID.
treatment.
Every month, somebody comes
Yes.
and can help you.
Very nice. Okay, your 5 minutes is up. Good job, Team Yellow. All right, so you have an idea of what they need. Now, would you like to go back and then Team Pink can come over to you to present their idea? Let's get some movement going.
Oh my god, you have the final product already?
But yeah, no, it's still a
Prototype.
working in progress.
Wow.
So we chose the iron. So it's a 3-in-1 iron. Okay, because now we have the hair curling iron, hair straightener iron clothes iron. And then if you recently see the trend like a few years ago in YouTube, there's a woman that actually bring iron hair and then make popcorn, make coffee out of it. That's why we now have a 3-in-1. You don't need all three, you just need one product. Okay, so the iron, right, can extend and flip. So when you extend, you can curl it. And then you can curl your hair, before an event or in the morning you want to get work. And then maybe one day you say, I want straight hair, yeah. You want straight hair? Then this one, you flip, you can straighten your hair. Okay.
What was the word you used earlier?
Straightener, hair straightener. Yeah, today you don't want curly hair. You have a different date, you want straight hair.
Right.
Wow,
Ah,
beautiful.
yeah. So and then it's portable because you see tiny, small, can fit into luggage. You don't need a huge iron. When you travel or halfway through your event, you sit already and your clothes are wrinkled, and you need to take it off, and then you can open it up and it can iron your clothes.
Oh.
Because you can adjust the temperature, so it could be at the right temperature to iron your clothes and iron your hair. Don't worry, it
Okay.
wouldn't ruin your hair or your clothes. And then suddenly, hungry. So hungry after the whole day of event, and you wanted to eat something, and then with everything, but no induction cooker. What should we do? So you open it up, this curling part attachment become a stand, you adjust the temperature, it becomes a very nice iron plate and an induction cooker.
And then you put it on your hair.
No, because you have everything, the pots and pans, or when you go to hotel and then you don't want to use the kettle, you don't know what people put inside before, and then you have the cup, you can put the cup on it.
Not direct.
Yeah,
You can
Not direct.
you heat up water, you make ramen.
Because Charles was cracking an egg on it as you were speaking, so I
And
understand the
also,
concern.
You can charge,
Oh, the pen. Oh,
So
okay.
you can charge it, and then if you want to go camping, you don't have plug, right? So you can charge it, and then you can bring it to camping site as well. Yeah. If you buy three, right, free one pan for you or free a cup, so you can cook with the induction cooker.
Right.
All right. Any questions? Anything to clarify?
Has it been approved by Syrian?
Every electronical product produced in Malaysia by law have to go through Syrian. So yes.
What's have you thought about the portability, like the weight, the
Oh, very lightweight, can keep, you see?
Yeah.
when you say lightweight, what is the do you have any
Measure it.
specific?
How's the
It's
weight?
less than your bag of rice.
What?
That's quite heavy though.
Small bag of rice.
Small bag of rice, less than a small bag of rice.
Alright, what if you lose a part? Like, you
Now-
take it out and things like that.
A
What if
company
you...
will definitely have attachment, like Dyson, you
Okay.
can buy
So will there be a
additional
bag
attachment.
for to put all
Only
those
just a
stuff?
bag. Everything here is magnetized.
It's
Only
magnetized? Dang. Okay.
How about the warranty goes? Would stay.
Yeah, what's the
Unlimited
warranty?
After sales.
Unlimited one.
So what is
We
the...
have
This is
very
how much
strong
we have
faith in our
confidence.
product that we don't, we'll give you a lifetime warranty.
Oh, wow.
what is the problem you're trying to solve with this product?
Well, as you can see, from the year 2022 to 2050, there is a growing trend of how people look. I mean, there's growing, for the past many years, influencers have been coming up. They look perfect, and unfortunately, now that we're moving away from remote learning, you cannot hide all your good looks from using filters, and so this is important now because
Right.
people can see you practically.
Okay.
Right? And there's no time to prepare yourself at home and rush to wherever, and sometimes you need to fix things on the go. This is perfect for you.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so in this day and age, where everybody's expecting you to be your perfect image,
Cool.
this delivers it.
Okay.
Are we satisfied? Do we have any other questions?
No.
Do you feel they've pushed themselves to the maximum of their creativity?
I
Or is
think
there
they
anything you
did.
feel they... Okay.
There's a lot of
Criteria.
Now, if you're worried about weight, just like the really old iPad, it used to be really heavy.
True.
And if you invest in this, you will eventually make this to be lighter. And look at our iPads today in 2050. It's barely even a centimeter big.
Wait, so okay, another. Does it come with a case? Because is it waterproof?
Yes. And water resistant.
Yeah,
Up to
we,
100 meters.
we have our own bag and casing for waterproof, but
Cool.
like most devices, you normally won't buy the original thing. I know some people buy those big product out there. We recommend you buy the original ones. Yeah,
Very
the
nice.
casing and the
Cool.
bag.
Okay, that's time. Thank you so much, Group Pink. Good job. Nice, nice. High energy here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you will have 50 minutes starting from now. Okay, so we will start. Yes, 50 minutes. 50 for the coursework. Okay? So you may begin building your product prototypes, okay? And we will start, so when time starts, we will get facilitator number 1 to go over and to work with the other team, okay? Are we ready? Let's do this. Okay, so who's facilitator number 1 over here? Okay, honey, you need to go over to that side.
Now?
Now.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Facilitator number 1, you will need to go over and be a teacher facilitator. Please bring your notes along with you if you feel you might need them. Yeah. Any handouts or notes that you think might help?
Swiss iron? It's like Swiss iron.
Swiss iron.
Teachers asking.
Hey, guys, what are you working on now?
We can do it like an Apple charger that is foldable. We make this as compact as possible. In fact, I have this idea where for the device, right, it is detachable. And when they need to travel, they can just easily attach it like just like that.
Why? Yeah, maybe if somebody else has another idea, you guys can add in. So, is there any other issues that you guys have to solve, or it's practically almost done? Any other like hiccups or bumps with this idea?
As of now, we're thinking just like what we discussed. We want to be
Available on all Androids and
Are we going to provide
iOS.
this?
Yeah.
Does it come with
So yeah, that's it. Now for the processing itself, are we supposed to
It's not be responsible for how
because they're all the people use it. They can purposely just like keep it and and if you just give them
Did you think about like the production cost as well? Is it viable for you to give it free or
What if we put air tags on it? So each.
or like a microchip, is it? Or
Yeah, so-
literally Apple has that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like that. So if you lose somewhere, you try to find it.
have you considered maybe another way for the consumer to access extra like parts?
What the idea was like an app so we can track, like you said,
Oh, how about this? You know how I don't know whether you got the little device to vacuum your
oh, like
floor,
the
right?
Xiaomi thing.
Yeah. But you know how there's a charging station and it will automatically find the charging station, right? So what if you lose the parts? It will come rolling back to you.
We're going to call it scary.
That is scary.
I'll be so scared. I did just detach
No, but you
and
won't
then-
lose it. You see, it's like your I lost it because you fell out and you just like push a little button here and it comes.
Oh, like that.
Like the Iron
Giant.
Giant. You know?
Okay, so
That's
what we
pretty
call
cool.
self.
They've got
Like
that.
Iron Man, right? The
yeah,
one
the
from the
machine.
machine, yeah. It all attach itself to on its own.
See, because it comes with this, so we stick with this one because it requires a certain mechanical stuff in the cup so that this device can identify. Of course, we provide service that replacements and
So
stuff.
like on the machine, there's like a recall button. So you just
Spit it in.
But the problem is, what if we lose the main one? So I think we have to have like one plug into the wall, click on it.
Yeah, I mean, this thing
yeah,
to charge, right?
Yeah.
Because
So we have a charging
station. Yeah, so there'll be a charging station at home for it. Or if you lose it, you can push. I mean, you push a button in the charging station, and it all comes back totally. Yeah. So
That kind of solves your missing parts
Yeah,
situation.
We're in the year 2050 after all.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so
Have you guys considered whether it is damaged? Like the parts of it are damaged?
It's made of vibranium.
So it won't be
It's like
damaged.
vibranium.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, like the iPhone, as we develop it, I mean, people will drop this in the water. Nowadays, we will eventually develop it. Or there'll be different versions, like
Identify it. If it's not from there, then maybe this will get rejected.
Or any alarming sound, they will make it more.
So they need to dispose this.
iPhone Mini, iPhone XR.
And maybe we also need to tell them the risk of using it. And then do something else and then it will
Eject back to.
Script until
Oh my goodness. Okay.
maybe we can make it as a serious offense or something like
Is
that.
this child friendly?
Again?
Is this child friendly?
Friendly? Yes. It
Are
is.
there safety mechanisms that are there to prevent, like, bottle caps, medicines, for example? There's a child lock, right?
Yes.
So how do we prevent children from putting misusing it
First
or
we were
damaging the
talking about
system?
this socket. And then for this, I think it's just water. I mean, just place it and then that's it. There's no heat involved. There's no sharp stuff.
So it's child friendly as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's totally safe.
Maybe we can charge faster than within 5 minutes so that we
more worried of being attacked.
like the iPhone. Yeah. Okay. So that when the kids that they are using it,
And understand, even if they change the digest threat level, they will call these
so when the
digest.
kids they use it, they don't use it when it's charging. So right after 5 minutes, when it's charged, then they close it.
Yeah, we do use it for weapon. Like, use it as a weapon.
For commercial use.
That's
Yes,
good.
commercial use. Okay, first one to you guys.
That's right.
Alright, amazing.
So women in Wakanda don't have to use it because they're bald, but the men have curly hair.
They do
want,
have
they might want to straighten their hair. You never know.
Right.
But what if they don't have hair because they didn't have it?
Oh.
So maybe this could spark them to
Oh, I mean,
their
you was
hair.
hoping that this device could cater for people without hair?
No, I mean, like, what if this sparks them to keep their hair and then they're all not bald anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
That could spark them. Ooh, maybe I want to use this. So
maybe,
I'll have long
maybe.
The women will start growing out their hair.
it's like
Oh
how.
yeah, but you have to. One more thing. Everyone has different types of hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can it caters to all
Of
those
course, all types.
like curly,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want,
straight,
if
like
you want to-
very
If
curly?
you are frizzy.
frizzy.
All kinds.
Okay, so how's your how would you? What's your audience, like your target audience mostly for this?
That thing, people thought
Hairy
it's
people.
for girls. Hairy people.
People will be like, oh, this is only for females. Like, not really.
So you're gonna advertise it's also for males,
and everybody in between.
Oh, yeah.
old people.
Everyone.
It caters not just for hair, it can use for cooking also.
Yeah.
For
But if
ironing
they don't
clothes.
want to do for hair, they just want cooking. They wouldn't buy that. They would just go buy cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, but if they have a partner, they can use that thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So you guys can kind of sell that.
You can also use this time to start building your prototype.
Okay.
Okay, so you can start building and then you can facilitate as they build it actually. Yeah.
Means it will extract, it will identify the liquid, whether it's a mouthwash or toothpaste spit, and then it will, and then okay, once it has been separated, so it will be
it can identify whether it's a foreign page.
Would you like to
We're using the what do you call
Would you like to start building the product and then
Yeah.
see how it works when you actually start building it and see what works and what doesn't? Okay, so we can start building it.
That's the big one.
That's the big one, yeah? Okay, we'll keep that as a pro.
We'll make it small.
Give it to the mini.
Probably something to separate them.
Have the
Can I know the final result of what you guys have discussed and are going to build?
yeah, so we're gonna call it Swiss Iron Pro.
Okay.
It's made of vibranium.
Okay.
You have the total recall for missing parts, and it's for people on the go.
Okay.
Positive T. People
Alright.
is always on the go.
Yep.
Helps to not just for hair, for also like cooking, ironing the clothes. It's small and portable. People will be like, oh, too much thing must be heavy and big. Like, no, it's very portable.
Okay.
It's easy to use and user friendly too.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if you don't have if you don't cater to everybody, because not all products cater to everybody sometimes, right? So sometimes there are specific target markets that you use, and if we add too many things and make it too complex, the fear is that it might actually work against you, because the whole idea is for it to be simple, slim, and portable, right? So if you have too many things going on, you're going to end up annoying someone who's like, I just can't function. It's like the smartphone. And the older generation just cannot deal with it because it's too many buttons and too many things.
We just focus
Right?
on that three in one
Yep.
aspect, and basically three audience or audience who I mean three groups of of customers, or like a customer who focuses more on clothing, hair, and food.
Yeah. And it's okay. Like I think one of you was explaining, if you use only two and not the third one, that's still acceptable. Okay. So start building it. Make sure that you work together with that. Good job, you guys. Thank you.
Let's not make it too complex. Maybe we start from here, and then they will be reusing this over and over again.
Excellent.
So all the things, and we have to use this, so then these things will work.
All right. Now, are you going to only build this product, or are you going to build the starter kit as well? Have you decided
for now
that
we
yet?
will decide on this.
Okay, so let's start building this first. Okay, we have about 40 minutes left. Okay,
And some of us don't use any of it because we'll never travel.
done? All right. Okay, facilitators number 1, thank you so much for your help. You may return to your group. Now I notice that the groups have already started working, so facilitators number 2, go with the flow. Okay, go with the flow and just observe what the groups are doing. Okay, you don't have to worry about re-explaining it. They will come and they will observe what you're doing and they'll go with it as you need it. Okay? All right.
Oh wow.
Okay, so don't worry about explaining everything all over again. Just do what you need to do and your facilitator will do what they need to do. Okay? So let's get the product being built. Good job, everybody.
For this side, we're going to attach the toothpaste and whatever the mouthwash bottle. I don't know, what do you think? This is the box.
So the high-end one has like all the wonderful stuff about it, and
Because we still want it to be portable, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it can't be super big. It has to be just the right size.
So what is this? What is this?
how the parts can go missing.
So we provide attachments then, like you know how Apple they sell just the attachment.
No,
We have something
even
even
something
better.
else. There's a charging station, right, for you to charge.
A charging
Yeah,
dock.
and there's a button that says total recall.
No, wait, I don't do that. Wait, because we need to put a hole so we can attach.
If you need scissors or any material, just let us know. We'll provide it to you, okay?
Thank you.
Also it means
Okay, so let's say
like the phone when I ask where are you and then it will like call.
No, yeah, but this is different. This is like the 2022 vacuum robot, right? It has a charging station. It will come back to the
Store
charging station.
where you like
Exactly,
this and it's
exactly.
something that's
Right, correct. Or like Iron Man, you know, Iron Man 3, right?
Oh yeah, you push the button and
all
all
the pieces
come
come flying to you,
Oh.
right?
It's chosen 50.
What if that thing drops somewhere else in another
Let's say,
location?
what if it's pretty strong?
You are in a vacation and then you're somewhere else.
It's
Do you think that's practical?
Because each of the product.
So you will walk and then you see stuff
Eradicates that problem.
running.
Things will
What
fly
helps you
back.
and your
The Iron Man.
team?
Like Iron Man.
I'm sure there are annoying people who
Okay, in terms of will it be safe? Is it going to be dangerous if somebody stumble upon it?
No, don't worry. Because it's kind of like unbreakable. What if this drops?
oh, this is shockproof and waterproof. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. It's shockproof and waterproof.
get hit by the little vacuum,
And
but
it
even
has
that.
a suction under here
Do you have
that
any
can like
indication on the
and then
distance
stuck
maybe?
here.
Like Bluetooth, right? You have certain distance. After that, you will get funny.
So if
We
you
put
buy,
it airtight in it, so it's used like a
Yeah,
yeah.
So you need internet connection.
which is readily available in the year 2050, it's all around the world. Yeah.
Yeah, so the only way that we have to do
Internet
is
on the iron.
attach it or
Yeah, just
attach
me.
it.
All our 2050 devices, everything is connected to the
Okay, so
internet.
this
Even
is the
our
property. We
fake
need to
eye
put this.
organ is also connected to the internet. Right? So it's the same technology that we've been having for these many years.
Yeah, because like
It has to be, if you can maybe make it more convincing and, you know, in terms of,
With the thing attached, will it snap and break?
No,
demonstrate
it
that.
will not snap over it because it's like a suction thing. cartoon when you kind of detach the presentation. So once you put it in, it will like suddenly
There's no reach.
even though
You just throw it at me.
The goal is to make sure that they fulfill the criteria for success.
Yes,
Okay, so just always keep that in mind.
You're like, oh, okay, yeah. Like,
The goal is to ensure your group is coached to make sure they fulfill the criteria for success.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind as you're coaching them. You're doing great.
doesn't matter, there will be a tube coming up. And it's so score shouldn't be a circle.
Still worthy.
A square or a circle? I think circle. So
Can you remind me again about the problems that you're going to
this is not perfect, right?
solve? So we're
How are we going to cut this?
let me it will be a need because like by the time 2050
Thanks, babe.
and then like and iron is my
Oh, you play?
and then we have to go and come to a familiar place. We need to cook, you know. And then
Be careful.
Jenna, yeah, sorry. That's okay.
I think what's the all the remote work.
Okay.
People,
So right
all the
now, what
filters are
do you have any
even now
issues
it's like
once the product has been released?
so,
Is there any
so orders
problems,
that
like
need to
any
come back
future
to
problems
out
that you
to the real world now.
that might occur?
What we're worried about
Yes.
the
Remote
most
learning because human have
is
different remote learning is going increasing a lot of viruses out there.
rough filter. I'm not really worried about
So,
the product
you
quality.
your public
I'm
self,
worried about our
which is
competition
impossible.
more. What if this
Unlike
is all like
2022 where, you know,
they decide to not buy it and they just like, you know what, I'll just stick to the
clothing
I'm just gonna go to
and-
the
Yeah, so now,
I mean, even
yeah.
if we don't go there, if it's something, if it's not
yes, they'll be like,
traditional
you know, I don't wanna. It says something modern and they don't understand, so I'm just gonna go to the traditional way and just go buy me a toothpaste. Yeah, and then and also our concern is people who don't trust in this because they don't think it's hygienic. You know, it's not even water filters. Some people still don't.
Well,
Believe that like is it really filtered? Like you know, is Huawei really filtered? So how now our concern is we really have to really sell that this is able to filter.
maybe only through advertising, like repeatedly.
That's the thing. That's our concern because our biggest enemy is they don't want to buy this. They just want to buy the toothpaste. Rather than just
Yeah, so you see, right, even if you don't need this item, I'm sure you have friends, family members who are hairy and care about stuff. Right? So, and yeah, so this will be a perfect gift for them.
Then maybe something that you can add on to the
That lasts as well.
Gift idea.
So now it comes with
I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah,
Or even, I don't know, maybe a year, depends on how much.
What is our brand name? This one?
Swiss iron.
Like for all, so what's your target market? Mostly for kids?
we're targeting mostly for family
for
because families are the
family with
ones who
kids?
have to buy a lot of toothpaste.
Okay.
So
Our sales target is trend.
go out and buy our
Because we don't necessarily have to make a product that everyone wants. When as long as there's a target market, then a product should be there to address the target market. As long as there's demand and supply.
All of them has, but it's just a range. You talk about how far can it be, right? So we in the pro one, we've got like
From a different country.
yeah, we have the.
How can it fly from different countries?
No, you have to understand that our partnership with Wakanda, we also get to not only use
I'll give you that later.
we use that technology. Right, but because this partnership does mean that the product will be more expensive, you see. Yeah, yeah. So that's why we see that function for our Pro series.
Only if these photos every
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Last 10 minutes.
Exactly. And you know, those people who usually can afford this are the ones who travel around the world. See, so that makes sense for us to have something suited for them in this part in China and they are in America, Malaysia, right? Yeah. They spend the total before the flight from China. No, it will actually, I mean, the thing will fly back. So, yeah, it's a China technology. I must say that I am still developing secrets how this works, how our contract, yeah. And yeah, so if you get the lesson N1, you still have that, but the rate isn't all that great.
It's cheaper.
Yeah. There's no fashion
And also some high-end people like the you know, like LV, the one that we like. If you go inside to the LV shop and buy LV, you're not like the richest one. The richest one had.
Potatoes spoil fast. Careful.
Yeah. So like we cater.
Okay, please thank your facilitators. Thank your facilitators. We're moving on to facilitator number 3. Facilitator number 3.
It's fascinating now.
Okay, alright, so what else did we get?
This is not much. We just updated her on what we discussed about, you know, the total recall button. The different versions of it. And
I think it's pretty sad.
so our partnership with WhatsApp.
Can I borrow this?
Yes, but I just eat.
Yeah, I know. I'm not touching it. I just want to pick it up and put it in my mouth.
Three versions. Yeah, I got the exclusive version, like the Swiss Pro, and maybe the Swiss Mini, and then the Swiss one, you know, from not expensive to expensive. The total recall.
So, your total recall or what's the difference between the new one? Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll just tell you the end of the spectrum and everything else falls in between the different. So the highest end one we have called the Swiss Pro. Alright? So it has to do what we talked about earlier. The thing is we have a partnership with Wakanda. Alright? So the metal that we use to build our product is like green. So if you acid heat your product down, it will not be drop into water, it will not short circuit, you know, and
This is the stronger metal.
it's stronger and the rarest metal, so it's pretty expensive. Yeah, that's right.
That's why we have the different version, the Pro and the Mini and the.
And I think there was a customer who gave me like, hey, you know what?
My- in my feedback.
So many pieces here, and sometimes I use these pieces, right? We develop, you know, a portable one, but there's a button at the charging station we can check called total recall. So all the missing keys, or even if you use the whole thing, will come flying back.
Because it's the year 2050.
Yeah, and with our partnership with Wakanda, and whatever they've gotten from Iron Man himself, you know, we incorporate that technology into our device. Yeah. So, of course, the other end of the spectrum is the same device, but we do the same function. It's just that the metal is iron.
Yeah, the
Not
rarest metal.
the best iron, the common iron, but it does come in different colors. Yeah, and of course the range of the parts coming back to you. So the recall is lesser, yeah.
So for example, the Pro can from one country to back to you in a different country. The not Pro one, maybe like a limited distance.
That's right.
The Mini one maybe from upstairs to downstairs. Yeah.
So,
In your community.
so we do cater for a different class of people. cool thing about Emily is that she never sleeps. So she's always on her phone and you can always reach her.
And also, it's the year 2050. We have an AI there first. You know, like Air Asia, you actually customer service with the AI first. And if the AI cannot satisfy you, then Emily will
When I
come
say,
and satisfy
yeah, I'm sorry, what I'd like to say, one that can reach out there is the AI called Emily. And if Emily, the AI, cannot solve the problem, then Emily, the human, will come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something you can't tell the difference because, you know, it's so good.
It's so advanced already. It's 2050.
I even made the mistake once I asked Emily out for a date and apparently the AI was no. Yeah, so real Emily was
Think of a
clueless.
crazy. How many people?
Water to floss. Use your water to floss your teeth. Crazy. Really.
The marketing department here, the AI
Oh, these last AirPhones will come.
you know, even if it's not
Phones can
something
fit.
you want, not something you need, I will say until you feel like, wow, I have to have this.
Exactly. So
Video
the
call.
thing is, yeah, exactly. So Emily is definitely the best one. Now the trick is, how do we get her out there? So, you know, have you ever gone to like some random website, suddenly see Lazada, Shopee, everything? Well, crack the algorithm, now it will be like Emily here, Emily there. Turn on your computer, Emily's right
And you
there.
will see the advertisement on your Swiss iron phone.
Electric cars. Charging your car.
Exactly.
Yes. Just like the iPhone, you know, I go YouTube, I go to see iPhone, but iPhone keeps coming out.
Check if the debrief is okay. From the start. From here.
Okay.
Walk around. If you need to add on.
It's okay. Give ideas, we promote Parents' Day, Father's Day,
I have another
Mother's
one.
Day.
Your AI, does it can communicate in different languages?
No,
Oh,
yes.
it's an AI.
All the yes.
Yes, like Google Google.
I know that a lot of people
Every AI
accept the app because it's something new. But environmentalists will love it because you're saving on our product won't be using plastic.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's a good catch.
At least 1 minute of screen time.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you catch like the next Avengers,
Integration.
you find our product will be
Everywhere.
Yeah,
You
also,
see Iron Man,
matter of fact,
Iron Man's Day. Is it Thor? Thor has long hair now.
and do you know that through our partnership, we are joining into one of the Avengers?
Okay.
So you will need our product is the weapon.
Fighting.
Yeah.
There's one Iron character.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Why is this so funny?
Jeffrey was working on it halfway. It's something, yeah, it's combined these two, but
I'm not sure what you want to do. We wait until
wait, is this?
all the buttons.
Well, this is the biggest extent of one, but of course the real so yeah, but
We will have payment and we have That's not our target market.
Okay, alright, everyone except Lucky.
But you know, may not be like people ask to say.
No, because Dyson now in 2022 already have the technology. So in 2025, confirm the technology will be better. It will not happen. Because it is the optimum temperature. Like what Chelsea whatever Dyson can do, we can do it better because we are iron physics. Additional tech. Or maybe we can say like even if not the solution, I think that we can say okay, like,
All right, facilitator number 3, you did great.
all in like different.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, facilitators. Facilitator number 4, it is your turn.
That's me.
Thank you, Charles.
Alright, we'll continue this. So what we said, so we Emily's going to write the buttons down, and we have for each button is for cooking, curling your hair, and then ironing your clothes. All have different voltages, right? So once you click the button for one, it will only be at most at that temperature. So for example, curling iron is 110 to 120. For regular iron is 800 to 2000 and all that. So it will reach the maximum number. And when it comes in contact with skin, let's say you accidentally burn yourself.
So we have the cup that they have to stick in. And so it says here attach here.
Very good.
So once you touch here,
Nice.
you have to click the start button.
I see.
Here.
Right.
Touch.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. And then once you click on that,
Lovely.
there will be a progress bar that says
Right?
The Swiss Pro Essential Oil Serum.
Yeah, like an additional product, you know,
Additional
that if they want to buy.
If they want to buy, yeah, our little.
If you buy Swiss Pro with free one lavender,
Yeah.
and then because the lavender so good, right, they might be enticed to buy another 2 essential oils.
so you can
Some product like Apple, you know, now Apple phone don't come with charger, right?
Yeah, you have to buy.
But people still buy Apple, man. Because ours are so exclusive.
They also want our exclusive.
Yeah, they want to get their hands on.
there's suction at the bottom, so it won't
Cool.
out.
Alright.
What else? Yeah, so it can detect if it's a mouthwash. Even like suddenly you're spinning mouthwash first, it will go to the mouthwash, not the tube, not the toothpaste.
I mean,
So it can
it is doable.
It is.
Just whether or not people in the market want to do it or not. Because it spoils directly through markets, you know.
Correct.
And that's why it's just like to actually regulate.
Then they have to regulate the
The,
market.
and the regulation, not just regulate, they regulate as in because it changed the color a lot. How can it you like not make it perfect?
You are our head
Yeah. You're just now, right? We need to the point suddenly become the AI.
She's our
So those are
24/7
valid
never sleep
concerns.
AI.
AI to answer all your questions.
planning to address it in your presentation,
All of this is like.
or is it just going to be something you highlight in your presentation?
We are going to highlight, like, as in trying to convince why and how is this hygienic one. And
Okay, so you are thinking of a
Yeah.
solution
yeah,
for this concerns. Okay, so it's just that bit you need to work on,
Yeah.
right? That's awesome, great. So, Jana, are you happy with what you have?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Do you think you can deliver an awesome presentation?
yeah, we're happy with the
Yes, we can.
progress.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you think there's any room to push it to the next level?
I think room as in to put for our next level is what you can do.
Let's work on that. Alright, so so we got a few more minutes. Maybe while Jana is working on something, maybe the two of you could brainstorm how we could do that convincing one. Alright, so you've gotten here, let's use these last few minutes to push it to the next level.
So I guess it will be if when I mean we can push it even more if we show it to them. Right?
Okay.
For example, yeah, but also showing it to them. Once you know you finished your tube, you finished using your tube.
You kill some weapon also. I mean, it is from Wakanda. Oh, you know what? Okay, we can. Is this supposed to be full? So we can just stick pencils to it. Or stick something behind so it becomes straight.
It goes like this. Okay, straight.
Pulls like that, okay. Oh, like this? So we can like, instead of now it's flapping, we just stick something straight.
Yeah, something like the external thing.
Yeah. So just like temporary. You can just use two. Oh, do you have two sticks?
Sorry, what was that?
Ice cream stick.
Ice cream sticks.
I thought it's so nice.
How many do you need?
It's two.
But no, it's okay. I think temporary.
If it's two,
It's yummy, isn't it?
okay. If you just want to have two, right? Maybe we need some.
I will be
you want to get
convinced
that
if
wrap?
a dentist says like, oh yes, this is something I would use, then that would be our first like thing that we would present.
okay,
You
okay.
know, oh, this dentist has
yeah.
approved of this machine.
Okay, I know it's all like in progress, but we are running out of time. So let's finalize some of the ideas you have.
Nice job. Get them to think of their presentation as well.
Sorry?
Get them to think of their presentation as
Yeah,
well.
that's what.
You're doing great.
Oh, thanks.
Generally, anything that like this we call it. Yeah.
Who's working on the presentation?
The presentation. We're just gonna go and present
Okay.
our ideas.
Because the presentation needs to be fun and engaging, so maybe somebody could work on that aspect of how you're going to get it done. Come up with a plan, and then you can instruct your teammates on how to do it when the time comes, okay? Give me a second.
Talk about the total recall and vibranium. Since Shafiq did that, Shafiq can do the demo.
You have 3 minutes.
Then so they spit and then they press the button, and then there will be a progress bar.
So I talk about this one. Total recall and vibranium.
So the functions,
The function and like the level, like the
the
change.
level of functions, the demo.
The demo.
I talk about the safety features.
Yes.
Nice. Wait, so this is still the ironing board, right? And then
Yeah. Because that one is just for us to, you know, we need to
Nice.
it's so good. I like it.
we need to use this because it is environmentally friendly and it
Okay,
is, you can save your money.
So for hygiene wise, we're gonna definitely go to the dentist about it. And the dentist
That's what he said.
that's I think our
And
first, it would be the first
how
like,
do you read it all? Are you going to I mean, that's not the main function.
Excellent.
about
I like where this is going.
Those points.
Yeah.
So very good.
Okay, then we have
Just to
this
clarify,
one. So you
after
want
this
to
time
paint?
is up, it's straight we go to presentation.
No,
or
you've
do
got
that?
10 minutes to work on their
Oh,
presentation.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm out of toothpaste.
We do like advertisement.
Yeah.
Right.
Have to go out and read.
Do you want to take time to go and practice over there?
Yes.
Yeah? Because if you're done, decide if you're done, you can go and start practicing. Otherwise, you still
Also,
have
I
10 minutes
thought
later.
It's not 2 minutes for the presentation. It is after this I'm done, you have 10 minutes to prepare. So,
Yeah.
I did something similar when I was in uni.
and then straight to presentation. So, but I'm glad
We
that
had to do something that
things are finally nailing down.
my lecturer just asked us to invent something.
And then
And then we made like a Kinder, you know Kinder Joy the candy?
Yeah.
We made like a Kinder chair instead. That when people, because our focus was for kids with special needs, so like kids that are overwhelmed by the environment, we made like a Kinder chair, and they can less stress and then help them to calm down with whatever. It was just part of the idea lah.
You guys have a group there? Or was this?
No, it was just a business idea. We create a business idea, a proposal, and a breakdown of like.
All right, can you thank facilitator number 4? Thank you, Charles.
Right, like speed to use, like a brand here.
Okay.
And we put QR code.
All right, teams, you have 10 minutes to work on your presentation. Okay, if you want to take up some space, go over at the corners and just practice how you want to run through how your presentation is going to go. 3 minutes?
So the presentation.
Okay, the presentation is 3 minutes long. Okay, all right. I will take you back to the scoring criteria so you know what the criteria for success is. Okay, yep.
Sorry, Audrey, we missed that one.
What's that, dear?
More time to prepare for 10 minutes now before
Yes,
the presentation.
if you want to finish up your product, that's also fine. Otherwise, you can take this time to practice and present your, Okay, so if you want to keep it a secret, you can maybe go over at the sides there. Yeah.
No? Okay. So, do we need for the marketing strategy? Yeah, of course. So if I will talk about the different types, we talk about our partnership with Wakanda, we talk about how that incorporates our so basically our marketing strategy is with our partnership with Wakanda to use vibranium in our product. We also got product placement deal with all the Marvel movies. Yeah, so our product will be featured in Avengers 12. Every movie. Well, our first Marvel movie. Yeah, all the Marvel movies.
What the charges? If there, it's
Yeah.
cordless. It's a power bank, right? But it's cordless power bank.
At this point, I don't think I'll ever. Because of the multiverse. Oh yeah, because I don't think it's ever going to infinite.
Yeah, and our product will be featured in that film first. We don't need to talk about customer support, right?
Unless they ask for.
Okay. You know why, Shafiq? Because technically our customer support is 24 hours. Emily is there, but this Emily is free. Right?
It's inbuilt in the camera. Okay, so that's how it goes.
Alright.
So we have a cordless
You probably can't tell the
device.
difference. So good at AI.
So yeah.
The real thing. Yeah, and
This looks like something. Okay,
how to
this
incorporate
is
our product placement.
this is a customer.
We'll be joining the Wednesday for the
It's like Jarvis. It's like Jarvis.
You suddenly thought like, I want to go have a date with
Yeah,
Jane,
exactly.
right? And then like, use this.
Use our product, see?
This one, if you crack next.
Swiss pearl. Jarvis yourself use it.
Wait, are you demonstrating? You're demonstrating. Oh, okay, great.
You also using Mary
And,
Are you finding cosmetic similarities? I see.
So this will be the mouthwash.
Okay.
Do you think maybe putting it on top and then tracing might be faster?
Okay.
You tried it, it didn't
Keeps on
work?
moving.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna do.
So this will be the
Okay, you combine it too. Okay, right.
Sorry, the order of things, how?
So, introduction of the product first, right? So I think this is where Emily comes in first. So explain function, then after that come to your side where you talk about
Just a few imagine each table got
We have 2 minutes left, everybody. 2 minutes left before presentation time.
my intention now. Stop judging me.
that's true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your practice time is up. Right, now we have a 2-minute break. We will be giving you a 2-minute break, okay? So if you should choose to use this 2 minutes to practice, so be it. If you would like to grab a snack, use the washroom, just walk around, you can also use your 2 minutes to do that, okay? 2 minutes and then we're starting presentations. Thank you. I'm going to put the handouts on their table so when they return to their space, they will have it there already.
Yeah, then you can straight mention.
Correct. Do you think Grace can pause here? We leave the recording running throughout lah. I don't think we stop halfway. Yeah? I thought this was a frozen cookie. I didn't think of that thing. "20 seconds left." Okay, participants, your time is up. Let's return to our seats, please. Your time is up. Let's return to our seats, please. Let's go. Team yellow. Team pink. Yep, you can just lift it if you'd like. Team yellow, all right, nice. Yep, you can just leave it in the center here for your... Do you guys, would you like to set up any space for your presentation? You can even present there if you're comfortable. We will turn, yeah? Okay. All right. Now, if you see on your tables, okay? If you return to your seats, you will see that we have given you a new handout. Okay, so that will be the scoring sheet. Okay, so what we would like you to do is to write your name and then the name of the group presenting. Team Pink, do you have a special name for yourself?
Swiss Iron.
Okay, Swiss Iron. Team Yellow?
Spit to use.
Spit to you. So vulgar. All right, so Swiss Iron and spit to you.
To use.
To use.
Oh,
spit to use. Okay, I thought spit to you, and I was like, oh dear, that's that's so aggressive. spit to use, and Swiss iron, okay? As you can see, the criteria for success is there. So when the team presents, please be sure to use the grading that we taught you to, right? So in Module 7B, you would have learned how to give grades and how to give comments. So we would like to see you using that skill here. All right, are we ready for presentations?
Ready.
Okay, which team would like to go first? All right, Swiss Iron is going first. Woo! You may if you like to. Let us know when you're ready. 3 minutes, okay? And we will give them lights. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Lights, camera, action.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Swiss Iron. Today we'll be presenting our most high-end exclusive Swiss Iron Pro. As you can see here from my model, he's going to demo the prototype for you. We have the bag here, and it comes in different colors. Don't worry, you can choose your favorite color bag, and this is the attachment. I'm going to go through the functions first. So Swiss Iron Pro is a 3-in-1 function iron. So it could be a hair styling iron, and you can see it could convert into a hair straightener or curler with the optimum temperature by a click of a button. So you can see 3 buttons there, yeah? And when I'm done styling my hair, I want to wear my clothes, right? So I need to iron my clothes. With a click of a button, I can iron it with the most optimum temperature over here. It is very small and portable, and you can use it for traveling as well. The third function is the cooking function. When you take it out, you can place it like this on the table or wherever you want, and it could become an induction plate to cook whatever you need. Next, we will have Sir Gerald over here from Swiss Iron to talk about the total recall and the material, exclusive material of our Swiss Iron Pro.
All right, hello, I'm Sir Gerald. I will be telling you, what Emily has explained to you is our Swiss Iron Pro. This is our high end of our many versions that we offer to you. Why is this one of the most expensive and high end one is that this is made out of a very rare special metal called vibranium. That's right, we have a partnership with Wakanda.
Wakanda forever!
To give us this product. Alright, so if you were to drop it, you would accidentally break it, it won't break. Alright? And if you actually drop it in water, the water won't seep in, it's completely waterproof. Alright, part of our technology also means that it has this really cool function called total recall. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering, this has so many parts. What if you lose a part? So for that, I will demonstrate to you the total recall function. Sir Charles, can you help me get this part as far away as possible from this? So the total recall helps you if you accidentally lose a part somewhere. Alright? In this charging station, as you can see here, there is a big button that says total recall. And watch what happens if I push the button. Boop! As you can see, you will never lose any part of this device because from the secrets of Wakanda's lab, we have the Iron Man technology where the parts can come flying back to you if you ever lose a part. Alright, so this is what we promote for the Iron Pro. However, we've got Iron Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, which has, of course, not vibranium, but we've got cheaper metal for cheaper copper. Is that time's up? Yeah.
Time. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. All right, let's finish tallying up our scores and writing our comments for them, please. Thank you.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I'll take the features. It's okay. We all need the part. Wait, he's supposed to talk about safety features.
Yeah, we haven't practiced a
Second one.
presentation, and that becomes a problem. Yep. So we're saying they didn't reach the students.
I didn't
Correct.
really hear.
Yes, same.
So that one,
Yeah,
I
but
think
definitely
stirred
engaging.
more.
Yeah.
It's definitely engaging. I would give it
10. For me, it's 10, 10, 10.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's like,
So
I
just
don't know.
missing, they're missing
We don't know this part. Apparently they didn't get to explain the safety parts to us yet because they ran out of time. Yeah, which is fine.
At the end of the day,
solves the problem of losing things, but at the same time, what's the big problem they're solving?
Correct.
So we manage to talk about it.
Correct. Okay,
I'm
nice.
for that. So, but we can definitely say like, they did well. So what they need to do is time themselves
Yes.
and create a presentation that fits them, which
Yeah.
is possible.
Correct, it is. Excellent. Thank you so much, Swiss Iron. Let's give them another round of applause. Woo! Okay, next we have Team Spit to Use.
Yes.
Woo! So colorful. We love it. Let us know when you're ready and we will give you lights, okay?
Yeah. You're doing your thing.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's give them lights. You have 3 minutes. Camera, action.
Huh? $70 for one toothpaste? Or would I go for another brand? Oh my goodness, it's 100. Really, I don't have to brush my teeth. This is so expensive. Oh no. How am I going to survive? This is super expensive. This is not going to work out.
Hi there. Are you having trouble buying toothpaste? It seems like these selection of toothpaste are expensive, isn't it?
Yes.
So why don't we use Spit to Use? What is this you say? This is a machine that is going to recycle your toothpaste every single day. Not just your toothpaste, but also mouthwash. Now, this is very easy to use. I'm going to show you. So first, spit. Okay. Spit. You attach the cup right here, as it says. And then, all you need to do is click start. Beep. Beep. And then it will start filtering inside it for mouthwash or toothpaste. As you can see, we have a progress bar right there. And it will tell you when it is done. Now, I know you're worried. Is this hygienic enough?
Yes. Is it hygienic?
Let's ask our professional dentist.
Okay, yes. Sure not. I'm afraid not. Alright? This is safe. I've already tried this on my teeth. Okay? How do I know? Inside here we use the astronauts technology when they recycle water in the spaceship. Okay, and inside here we have the thing that will kill the bacteria. I have my patients with me, they're happy with this, to get their teeth checked, and I will be there to service your teeth as well. Service your teeth. So worry not, it's actually safe to use, and you can save thousands and thousands of ringgit by just buying this one product over here.
But we're not done. It is also environmentally friendly and you can add in your own flavor. So if you want strawberry, add in a little bit of strawberry and you can have a strawberry flavored toothpaste. Also, if you buy a toothpaste, you finish like $225 a year, right? In 2 years, around $450. In 5 years, thousands of dollars. So, if you buy this for $200, and if you bring in some recycled materials, we'll give you a discount. Yes. And this is forever. Yes.
Thank you. Good job. Wonderful. Very nicely done. Let's finish giving them scores and writing our comments for them.
I missed the 20 people.
Okay, yeah, product is product.
Remember to write comments because we'd like you to give feedback, okay?
Prototype of a product criteria, so that's what they are looking for. So I'm basing it based on the prototype of the product criteria.
Okay, let's finish up those last comments in our grade. Now, I would like to ask for your permission to extend the training until 4:15. Okay, so if any of you need to leave, you are free to leave. If you have other appointments, we understand that this is, gracious of you to extend the time for us, but it's just so we can give feedback and do the debrief well. Okay, thank you so much. All right, now, let's start with Team Swiss Iron. Okay, so we're going to give them feedback. All right, so Team Spit to Use, would you like to give them your feedback and your scores, please? Any one of you can start first.
Each or
Yes, for each.
so each of us have
Yes, each of you tell them your score and then why you graded them as such.
Okay, let me start.
Yes.
Alright, cool. So basically you guys are doing the product delivery, right? So the product seems sturdy, so I give you guys a 10 for that. No comments on that. Product functions of product explained clearly. Yes, all good with the demo, which is interesting. Does it solve the problem? Okay, this one I give you a 7 out of 10 because I think you should have emphasized that from the beginning itself and make the problem as relatable by making it, because not all wants to do this and that, right? For the presenters, provide justification, I think because the time, but I give you guys 7, right? And fun engaging, definitely 10 out of 10. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Jana. All right, next, Zati, would you like to give them your score and feedback?
So for the product sturdy and it was a clear process, that was clear to me. I could understand what it is, so I gave it a 10. Does the product perform its set functions? It does, because you showed it really well. So I could understand each function really well. So I gave that a 10 as well. Now, for the service solved a problem, I gave it a 9 because I think you did explain some problems, but not some of the problems were really clear. Especially like, the cooking. Yeah, I was a bit concerned with that one. Now, for the provide justification, I know you didn't have time, but you didn't really how it was going to be a big hit in 2050. I gave that one a 8. But the presentation was very fun and engaging. I like that you used actions and movements and the space, so I gave that a 10.
Thank you, Zati. Very nice. Harmony?
Okay, for the product is quite sturdy and just needs to put more revamp in terms of safety. So I give you guys 9 out of 10.
Yes.
And for the service, is it creating an experience? Yes, functions explained clearly, superb, alright. But experiences need to briefly a bit in terms of simple explanation so that people can convey to them. So I give you all 9 out of 10. Okay. Does the product solve the problem or serve people? And pretty much familiar. Yeah, you all have it, all of it. far you all are almost there. It's just you're unable to justify completely. Okay, so I give you all 8 out of 10. And is the presentation fun and engaging? Yes, incredible. Okay.
Very nice. Thank you. Grace, would you like to give them feedback?
Oh, yes. Okay. Agreed about the product being sturdy, performing the said functions, and engaging presentation for sure. All those you guys hit like 10 out of 10. No problem there. It was actually really hard to score you for does the product solve a problem or serve people? And did the presenters provide justification? Because I think you guys did not manage to get there. So I think part of the learning for you guys here is how do you fit all these things into 3 minutes? So I think you did not have time to like really practice that, or maybe the time management wise probably could have been worked on. Yeah. So overall, I still think like for your product, as amazing as it is and so many functions, but I'm not exactly certain who it's specifically targeting. Yeah, like who in the end it is actually helping. Okay.
Thank you, Grace. Shilling, do you have anything to add to that?
I agree with you.
Yep, same. Okay.
I would, if I'm a teacher in this presentation, I would give you guys more time so that you can present again and
Yep.
give a fair grade for problem and justification.
Yep.
I do not agree that.
Yeah, so same. The facilitators, I agree with that as well. So we thought that the presentation was excellent. We loved the energy that you brought to it, but there are ways that you can incorporate this information into your presentation, right? So you will definitely get an opportunity to upgrade from me. Okay, thank you very much. You guys did an amazing job. So many gems with how clear your demo was and how beautifully you explained everything, plus like the use of the space. Excellent, really well done. Good job. All right, next we have spit to use. Who would like to give them their scores and feedback first?
I'll do it.
Okay, let's go, Charles.
I love, well, I'm not going to spend too much time on all the criteria, but I must say that the last point about the presentation being fun and engaging, I think I love the advertisement idea. It helps put things into focus on what you want to present, and it's also really fun to watch an advertisement. So I got actually everything here, 10 out of 10.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Charles. Nice. Okay. Next, who would like to go next? Emily? Yes.
For the first one is the product sturdy. I give it a 10 out of 10 just as a legit full prototype with like the buttons and all. And it has a really clear instruction when it comes to function, and it is explained really clearly on how to use it, the process, the technology and everything. Does the product solve problem or serve people? I actually put it an 8 because for the target market, whether or not it's just a minority people who find such a big price, or does it apply to every single human on earth? And then for the next one, whether or not it will be a big hit, really explain that part as well. But I still give it an 8 out of 10 because we generally do understand how it will become a hit. And then if the presentation fun and engaging, I put it at 10 out of 10 because it's really fun.
Thank you, Emily. Very nice.
So next, the first one is the product sturdy. Yes, I'm giving 10 out of 10. It looks nice. It's very sturdy. Function of product, basically, I give it 9 out of 10 because you do explain it, like Ashna use it, like use their bodily fluids to recycle, like their pee to water.
Okay.
But what about space? Because space is not solid. It's not liquid, it's solid. Does the product solve a problem? This one, because the thing is about your product is it solves one problem, but it also creates a problem. Like for example, what you're gonna do when company like toothpaste company, mouthwash company comes and attack you about it, or you're gonna tackle that. Did the presenter provide justification? Yes, because they are living in 2050, so I'm pretty sure there's inflation as the price will increase in price. Is the presentation fun engaging? Sorry, that was 10 out of 10. Is the presentation fun engaging? Yes, it was fun engaging.
Thank you. Lots of great points there.
Okay.
Gerald?
Mine starting, I wasn't sure what was going on, but when she said toothpaste, right? Toothpaste, 70 ring, okay, all right, this is going to be like something really fun and exciting. And it turns out because we always watch ads nowadays, and ads are always engaging all the time. So I gave that, so I gave both of those criteria 10 out of 10. The functions as well, definitely very functional, but maybe because due to constraints of time, perhaps you could explain the process in more detail, like the filtration process, the separation process. Other than that, I think I give it 9 out of 10 just because of that. The presenters provide justification. Yes, you did as well, but what else besides saving money? Because your product was for $200. So maybe something that stands out besides that, because some people wouldn't mind spending 70 ringgit because like the rich and famous, they don't care. They will, I'll still keep my Colgate or my Darlie, that kind of thing. So what else besides the 200 price point? Yeah. Other than
The dentist.
so maybe you can get more dentists, such as yourselves. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Thank you so much. All right, very good. So, yes, Charles.
I mean, I understand their feedback, but I felt that their feedback could have been addressed if after a presentation, we open the floor for questions.
I see.
And then we'll see how they respond.
Okay.
See?
All right, okay. We will consider that next time. But most of the time what happens is after we give feedback, then maybe during the upgrade, we can ask if the group is open to it, they can ask the class, does anybody have any questions, or would you like to come up and try it? So that allows for classroom engagement as well. Okay, now our feedback for Spit to Use, and I think the facilitators are on board with this. We love how colorful and how well explained your product was. The idea of an advertisement was excellent, right? Because in your explanation, you managed to hit at least 2 or 3 of your criteria instantly, right? Because you demonstrated the product, you talked about the set functions, and you showed how the product, you created the problem, and then you showed how the product directly addresses that problem. And that was so excellently executed. It was so fluid and very well done. And then maybe just a bit more emphasis on the saving money part, because we know that's a huge win already. But you still got a 10 out of 10 for that, because we saw that it was implied and it was very clearly understood that this is the reason why it's going to be a big hit, because this is how much you're saving in the long run. So that was very well done. And the sound effects, Jana, I don't know if that was what you planned to do, but if you came up with it impromptu, that's excellent support for your teammates, right? Because they're here and then they didn't think of doing it, and you just kept like doom doom and ding. Because as she was walking here, she went ding. So she was staying in touch with her teammates, and we love that from our students, to show that you are aware of what your teammates, in what way your teammates need to be supported, and you provide that, because that's what teamwork is all about, right? To lift each other up. Very good. Very well done, everyone. All right. Now, how did you feel? I want you to just think about these questions, okay? How did you feel when you were a student receiving feedback? Okay, that's the first question. How did you feel when you were a student receiving feedback? And second, how did you feel as a teacher facilitator giving feedback? Okay, so these are going to be your takeaway points. I'd like you to look at the number on your sticker. Could you run and match up? Sorry, Charles, you're number 4. You can join any group you want. Okay, so could you just run and match up with your partner, your number partner, and take about 2 minutes to discuss, or to share, 2 minutes to share what your takeaways, what you felt as a student and what you felt as a teacher facilitator, okay? In receiving feedback and in giving feedback. How did you feel in doing that?
Run down that idea. Maybe try something
So that's where I
Then
need
that's
to
where it
give
doesn't
them
spark
some
more
encouragement so
innovation,
that they can push
creativity,
themselves.
and I think that hinders their
And as a facilitator, I feel like the hardest part.
for giving as for us as facilitators.
See what works for as well. So
And next was as a teacher facilitator. I feel like it was I liked seeing those what's it called, gear working.
yeah.
And then there were times I wanted to just give the answer.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to just give the suggestion.
Yes.
Why don't you do that? But then I was like, no, I do that.
Especially when you're doing that, you think like, oh my god, that's your acting is like next level. Dah biasa. So you like,
All right, let's wrap up those last thoughts. Great
very
discussions.
good. Keep it up, keep it up, Dana. Really good.
If you're done, you can return to your seats.
Yeah.
I was careful not to provide ideas as well, and at the same time, I want to see how I can push it to the next level.
Time, thank you so much. You may return to your seats. Great engagement, you guys. Now, would anybody like to share? Maybe we'll have two people. Could you share something you learned from someone else's perspective today? So something that your partner might have shared that didn't occur to you or that you resonated with, you like, hey, I felt the same way as well. Would anybody like to share? Yes, Gerald.
Yeah, so what Dana and I discussed is that sometimes as students, when we are discussing in a group and we bounce ideas off of each other, the idea may be super wild, super out of the box. And then coming back to facilitators, we might think, okay, it's a good idea, but maybe not realistic, or maybe way out. However, as facilitators, we are there to bring them back on the path in that sense. And then sometimes the students may feel like, okay, my teacher doesn't really like my idea, but he's also trying to help us in a way that I think that's where it's like a partnership where the student and teacher can both work together in achieving that goal. So I think that's what both of us.
Very nice. Did anybody else, thank you, Gerald, for sharing. Did anybody else feel the same way? Where there's that struggle to pull their ideas down, right? Okay, thank you, Gerald, for sharing. We'll address that in a bit, okay? Right, anyone else would like to share some other takeaways that you got from somebody else's perspective? Yes?
It's hard as a facilitator not to give up ideas or solutions. It's like sometimes you feel like when the kid asks, oh, I think this trouble, but I feel like the solution is there. It's easy. It's hard to hold back not giving answer. So I feel like, yeah, that's the hard part as a facilitator to actually not give the answer and actually to let them solve by themselves.
How many of you can resonate with that? I think okay, yes, that's right. And we come back to what we said earlier, right? About how this is the easier thing to do, but this is the harder thing to do. Why do we choose to do this thing? Why do we hold back from giving our students ideas?
don't want to spoon feed them.
Okay, very good. We don't want to spoon feed them. Very good. What else? Make them think out of the box. Very nice.
You want them to take ownership of the idea.
You want them to take ownership of the idea. Does it matter if that idea succeeds or fails?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. What matters in the end?
The process of doing it.
It's the effort. It's the risk that they take, right? And we need them to understand that in this space, in school, where it is so easy to make mistakes, where it's safe to make mistakes. Because out there in the world, the mistakes that they make are going to cost them their job, it's going to cost them money, and it's going to cost them an earful from their boss. Here, all that happens is you don't do that well in a coursework, you apologize to your teacher, ask for an upgrade, and you get a second chance, right? So they need to have that confidence, that courage to take that risk. For those who are experienced teachers, right, let me ask you a question. Have you seen a student's idea going in a certain direction and you're not very sure about it, but then it ends up just blowing your mind?
Yes.
And you're like, I never thought of that. If it was me, I would have never arrived at that conclusion, because sometimes those risks pay off. Now, I want us to think about the world today. How many crazy inventions are there in the world that people would have said, that's not possible? A phone in your pocket. A phone that you can do everything from the palm of your hand. Electric cars. Charging a car. To explain that to my parents was like, yes, you charge your car, right? And those are ideas that would have gotten laughed right out the door. But there were people who were willing to take those risks. And those are the types of people students were raising. With that kind of courage, we're like, I'm going to try this, and if it fails, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to pick myself up and try again. Right? Very good observations. Now, how many times, I would like to ask this to all of you, how many times did you have to explain yourself to different facilitators? When there were many different facilitators coming, did you have to explain yourself just once? Twice? You had to explain yourself every time to different facilitators. And as facilitators, as students, how many times did you feel yourself changing directions or coming up with new ideas to satisfy your facilitator? Did you experience that? Yeah, we did. Right? Did you have any doubt in your idea while somebody is questioning you? Did you feel that?
A bit, like, oh, maybe this isn't good enough. I could improve it a little bit more, like that.
Okay. Why do we feel those feelings?
We kind of want to impress the teacher, kind of like want to make them proud and like do our best for them and get a good grade.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for
Thank you for your honest answer. Did anybody else feel that way? When somebody asks you a question and you kind of give an answer and then you're not really sure about your answer and then you try a different answer and you see their face change and you're like, that's the right answer. Let's do that because the teacher likes that now. If we as adults, full-grown functioning adults, feel that way when we're put in a simulation where we're students, how much more do our students feel that? They're constantly going to be doubting their ideas. They're constantly going to be listening and looking at your body language, your little twitches in your face to see, is my teacher happy with this? Right? So our duty as teachers and facilitators, as a teacher, you've done teaching. Now the coursework is where they go through the process, right? So what is our role there? What is our role when they're giving us ideas?
Don't be judgmental and listen to them.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
To empower them that the idea is beyond, I mean, to convince them that the idea is okay. Do not be afraid.
All ideas?
Not all.
Not all. So where do we draw the lines? Where are the parameters? Were there parameters given in this coursework?
Yes.
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 The criteria for success, right? So we teach them to push within those parameters. Think about whether they're overreaching. So if you only have 50 minutes to do this, are you going to build a life-sized? No, that's not practical. But if they had a month, would they be able to do that? Yes. So as an adult, we are able to realistically go, okay, well, this makes sense. But sometimes the best ideas are not realistic. Sometimes the best ideas are a little crazy. And our A students have come up with brilliantly mad ideas. Right? If you want, you can ask your heads of department or any experienced teachers to share some experiences of crazy courseworks that have happened. Bio, for example, the way they do the pollination fashion show. And then the tour of the digestive system. Every year I go for a tour of the digestive system, I'm blown away again. I'm like, how do they keep upping themselves? I thought this was the limit, and I tell my history students that all the time. Guys, I thought this was the ceiling, but you smashed right through it. And then I'll show the next year students, this is the new gold standard, guys. Right? Puppet shows, they come up with crazy inventive stuff. So sometimes as adults, because we're so averse to taking risks, we tend to hold them back. So there were some ideas earlier that I heard, and I was like, that sounds like create a world. Do we know what 2050 is going to be like? Have any of us been to 2050 yet? No. So create this crazy world that suits the product that you want. Right? And sometimes when we guide them too much, we end up limiting them instead. How many of you felt stressed when you were working on your coursework? Stress? Oh, I gotta finish this, I got 10 minutes. No, you guys were very chill. Okay, okay. Did you notice different behaviors from your teammates? Different strengths, different weaknesses? Yeah. Different things that different people are good at. So that's kind of what our students experience in class, right? And it's very easy for us to say, oh, you just have to work with the group that you get. You got to work with a lot of different people, and I've said it, I've heard teachers say it. Oh, in real life, you don't get to choose your teammates. While that's true, when you're in the group and you're struggling with a group of teammates, how do we motivate our students? What are some things we could say? What are some things that we can pick out for them that assist them in working better with their teammates. Ooh.
Maybe get them to find like something to agree on.
Okay?
Get them talking, kind of like help them or facilitate them a bit more, and get them to see, list out differences. I mean, what they agree, what they don't agree on, and come with like an agreement. Meet in the middle, like I said, meet in the middle.
There's actually something called a coursework charter, right? And we can also get our students to make promises to us. Okay, so this is what I agree. I'm going to do this. I'm in charge of this role. I'm in charge of this task. Get them to sign. And then next week, check in with them and say, okay, well, are you keeping up? Are you struggling with this? Can another teammate assist you with this? And if you feel that some people they don't seem to be contributing as much, use the peer assessment forms, right? And get them, because sometimes people might feel that they are contributing enough or an equal amount to the group. And then that helps the other group mates realize, oh, that person's just sitting there, teacher, just playing with their phone. But actually that person could be looking for ideas, right? So then we help our students realize, well, different people have different strengths. Some people are really good with their hands. Some kids, they can immediately start building, right? Well, and it looks like they're not paying attention to the discussion because they're just focused on building stuff. And then there's the other person who's like sitting down and writing, they're writing a script. So different strengths and how we can utilize those strengths. All right, any questions? Are we doing okay so far? Okay, very nice. Now, the most important thing is that we are preparing them for a future that is unknown, right? So we have to let them take risks, we have to let them try, and we have to always ask questions so we gain clarity on what their thought process is. Sometimes something doesn't make sense and you ask them, could you explain that to me? Then you listen to the answer and you're like, okay, that works. Keep going, right? Okay, yes, Charles, you had something to add.
I wanted to share an input where when we hear crazy ideas, and I know there's also there's always the sense that we need to pull them back to realistic levels, but and I like how you point out that many times our students have blown our expectations away. What I like to do is to come up with the most creative ideas, imaginative ideas, but of course within the parameters. And what I sometimes see or hear is that their friends are the ones who hold them back. So for example, when they say, oh, we can do this and that, and their friends like, how you plan to do this? In the end, it's always putting their friends' imagination back to the point where they're just doing what they can do, and it's basically back to back to just the normal boring stuff. So what I like to do is to tell students to come up with crazy ideas for this design. Just design it. Even if you don't know how to figure it out, how to do it, it's okay. Then you work on figuring it out. But how cool it is if you could make this happen, right? And sometimes I tell the students, look, if you don't know how to do this, where do you think you can learn this? So that's where they come up with ideas to how to pull that off. So whether it's learning new skills from the internet, or whether it's seeing or researching whether anybody had done that before, or finding ways to appear that way, but there's a realistic mechanism behind it. So I like to push my students that way.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Charles. Very, very nice. Absolutely what Charles said, right? So when students tend to pull themselves back or hold themselves back, so that's where we're supposed to kind of be the wings. And then we just remind them, get off planet obvious, you guys. Right? If it's going to be safe and it's going to be something that's done to death, you don't need to do it again. Yeah. There's nothing that you can do that will be so different from what somebody else has already done. So try something completely different. Okay? Now, I want to just remind you all that this was a simulation. In real life, please don't go and harass your students every 10 minutes once. Okay? And then stand there and just like permanently, you got to work the room, go check on different students. Sometimes it's good to take a step back and watch them work. Yeah, watch them work from afar, and then if you notice something, just walk up to them, give them a little bit of feedback, and then walk away. Right? So this is just simulated. That's why it feels so intense. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Now, right before we leave, I would like you to, I would like you all to just write down, real quick, okay? Just write down 3 takeaways when experiencing receiving coaching. So maybe you could talk about specific facilitators that you felt were enabled you or coached you in a way that worked for you, right? So 3 takeaways when you received coaching, 3 takeaways when experiencing when you were the coach or facilitator. All right, so 3 things, 3 takeaways, 3 lessons that you can learn when you were on the receiving end, and then 3 lessons that you can learn when on the giving end. We'll just do this for about 2 minutes. When you're done with that, could you also add on one thing you learned today that you're going to start doing immediately? In your classes, starting next week, what is one thing that you're going to start doing as a teacher facilitator? It's coursework season, so there's plenty of opportunities for us to use what we've learned today. So let's start immediately next week. One big change.
Just this session or from the morning until?
The whole, yeah. So from module 8 all the way until 7 ABC.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. Okay, let's just finish up those applications.
But what if they don't really get it? Remember, they don't get it at all. Like we're asking for, for example, we have something, right? I want them to answer something.
Okay.
But they have no experience to it because we ask, don't tell, right?
Okay.
But in the end, they totally have no idea at all. Is that okay to tell them?
Okay, so that's where your role as a teacher is very important. Because if you notice, all our coursework should rightfully be linked to something they've already learned in class. So that means there is a gap in the knowledge and information part. So then you'll have to switch back and put your teacher hat back on and guide the child again and explain to them, okay, this is what you need to know. Let's refer to your notes, where are your mind maps, and then go back and run through it with them again. Just to make sure that they have the knowledge to do the next part. Because otherwise we're setting them up for failure. Right? So that's why you need to switch your hat and go back to being a teacher, teach them, and then come back to being a facilitator and tell them, okay, now how do you think, knowing what you know now, how are we going to tackle this problem? So that the answer comes from them, because they need to internalize the information as well. Thank you, Jana, for asking. It's a very practical question. Anybody have anything to add to that? We're okay? Very nice. Thank you, everybody. Now, just before we leave, I just need you to do the feedback form. I'll just hand 2 over to you both. Okay, I would appreciate it if you could complete this honestly.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Oh, right, okay. Yep, let me write my, hold on, I need to give you some details about myself.